for joining us. You find me in the passenger seat, good friend Nathan's Honda Integra Type R DC2. I'm going to take it out for a drive today, do a little review, talk about the history of the car, talk about Nathan's history a little bit. Shut up! Shut up! Yeah, talk about the history of the car, talk a bit about Nathan as well, talk about the modifications on the car as well, that kind of thing. First thing I'm going to say though, the thing that hits me most is how low down, other than that sound as well, how low down we are. It's compared to my Civic, this is like, I feel like my feet are just skirting across the ground. Like when we were at Japfest, you've probably seen Nathan before in my Japfest video as well. We were saying a lot, the thing I mentioned to you that I feel about this is like, the Civic is like a family car that they've made fast. Yeah. And like, the Integra's like born and bred sports car. It's like, it is a front wheel drive sports car, yeah, I feel. That, yeah. But how have you found it since you've had it?
It's definitely different to the EP3 I had. I had a 2005 EP3.
Yeah.
Which obviously that was a K20.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never really driven a B18 before.
No.
So when I got this, I didn't really know what to expect.
No, neither do I. I mean, I've never been in Integra. I've never been in one with this engine either.
Well, I've been in a DC5 before.
Yeah.
And to me, it felt like a big Civic, and it was a bit more refined, a bit more
modern.
Yeah, a bit more modern, more comfortable.
Yeah.
And then this is just more raw.
Yeah. It's full on sport. It's like an old school sports car.
It's a race car.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
It is, yeah.
I mean, I can tell, even just being a passenger a minute, like your steering is direct.
Oh, it's very direct.
It's proper bang on. As soon as you move, it twitches, ready to go.
It's it'll be the they come from Japan. Also, I've been told that they come with a standard limited slip differential.
Really? Right.
Yeah, so it is very, very direct.
Yeah.
Is the input, which it can be scary sometimes. It can be very scary sometimes.
It's nice to know you've got more control though in like a sticky situation.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because you've got the LSD. Because obviously this is the JDM version, isn't it? Not the European version.
Yes. Yeah.
So what kind of things, since you've had it, what stuff did it come with? Because I'm guessing it didn't come completely standard when you first got the car.
Well, when I went to originally go look at it, I looked at a DC5 and I was like, well, I've seen quite a few DC5s and I test drove one and I wasn't really sort of feeling it. And then the DC2 was there and it was completely standard. It had nothing done to it.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it and I was just like, I really, really want it. And I had a bit of spare cash and I just said to the guys at DCY Europe, which is where I got the car from, which is in York. I said, can you just stick me some coilovers on it? And they said, what coilovers do you want? I said, the best coilovers the money can buy that I've got left. So basically they put some Meister R coilovers on.
Right.
And it's never really changed height since then.
No.
It's pretty low, it's quite hard.
Yeah. It's hard, but it's
for the first maybe, I don't know, maybe 5 months of owning it, I had the damping setting on super hard. There was no
like full on go-kart mode.
Honestly,
the whole time.
It honestly, when he was driving, it was just like that all the time.
Solid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brutal back killing. So I thought Jordan from Just Automotive Perfection was like, he was like, you should change that. So that's when I changed it, and it's a bit softer now. I mean, you can still tell.
It's like the FN2's got a reputation to having hard suspension. This is harder than that, but it's obviously on a softer setting.
Yes.
It's still stiff.
Yes.
It's still race car, if you know what I mean. Race car handling. But yeah, you can definitely tell it's like it's on point, ready to go all the time. Did you say you had a custom exhaust done as well?
Yes, full custom 2.5 inch exhaust all the way through, still with all the silence. That was done by still all the silencers. That was done by Top Gear Performance in Doncaster.
Yeah.
Great set of lads there, to be fair. Proper nice. Bought me a bacon butty.
Did they?
I was there for so long. They said to me, they want to take the time. It's a rare car. They want to take the time.
Make sure it's right.
So they bought me a bacon butty and that for breakfast. And proper sound set of lads, and they've done I can't ask for anything better.
No, it sounds perfect. I mean, we'll cut to an exhaust shot now. As you can tell, it's f***ing loud. I'll beep that out. But yeah, that's probably, if I get an exhaust, for myself I were tempted towards the HKS, but looking at that and researching the guys that did yours and knowing how good a job they did with yours as well, I'm quite tempted actually. I'm quite tempted to go custom.
I'd love to go HKS and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But when you get something as good a quality,
it's unique to your car.
Yeah, exactly.
They've done it personally for you.
It's for my car. Like, they've even set it up to a point. It's like, if I ever decide that I want to turbocharge it, that exhaust is ready for a turbocharge.
Really?
Yeah.
When you got this car as well, it had white wheels, didn't it?
It did. Yeah.
So now you're on the, is it Japan Racing?
Japan Racing JR13s, I believe.
Yeah. In bright gold.
Bright gold. They're 16 by 8.
Yeah.
With an offset of 25.
You currently got stretched tyres on it at the minute, haven't you?
Yeah.
You don't want eventually. You want it to change them. It looks good.
I'm gonna get some hate for this, but no, I don't want to.
You don't want to change it
because I like the way it looks.
Because slam life.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
I like the way it looks.
It does look good.
I know people are a bit funny, but at the end of the day, like, I'd say to anybody, it's your car.
You do what you want.
Do what you want with it. Yeah.
End of the day, they're not stretched to the max.
No, definitely not.
They're not like stretched to the most they can be, and then 45-degree camber angle.
Yeah.
It's still functional.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the main thing. And you're not tracking it every day.
No.
So just for like everyday driving, it's fine.
I think the tyres, the correct tyre size, I think should be 205, and I've got 195. So
Right.
they're not super
Not
stretched.
too far off. So speaking about car history, so you said you had an EP3 before this.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you had before you went on to the EP3?
Yes. Well, I might as well tell you about my whole car history.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it, mate. Yeah, that's
So
fine.
actually, I hadn't had that many. Well,
No.
when I first started driving, I had a Fiat Uno.
Oh, lovely.
1 litre.
1 litre.
And then I had a Fiat Punto. I had that
God,
for 3 years.
sticking with the Fiat thing.
Yeah. I ended up putting 17-inch wheels on that. It wasn't lowered or anything. It looked like a little monster truck.
Oh, wow.
The exhaust was held on with bungee cords. Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Then after that, I had a 98 Toyota Celica 2-litre GT.
Yeah, that's a cool car though.
That was a very cool car.
Yeah.
I love that car. My missus loved that car as well.
Really?
Then after that, I had a Subaru Impreza wagon for a whole load of 24 hours.
Right.
Because the guys who sold it to me, basically the pistons were knackered on it.
Right.
I took it back, they said they fixed it, I got it back.
It went.
It wasn't fixed. Took it back, it wasn't fixed. So in the total time I had it was probably about 24 hours.
Wow. And you were like, get rid of this.
Yeah, exactly. After that I bought an EP2, but it wasn't like the EP2 sports versions you get with all the Type R bits on it. It had nothing on it.
Well, basic.
Yeah, very basic. And then after that I got the EP3.
Yeah, which will obviously step up from that.
Yeah, which was a massive step. I had that for a long time. I had that for about 4 years. Loved that car. That was mad, that car. Purple wheels on it.
Yeah. Do you think that was the time when you thought, do you know I like Hondas a lot?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
That's when you got the bug kind of thing.
Yeah, I definitely got the bug after that.
Yeah. So you had an EP3?
Yes, I had an EP3. And then I bought a Mazda. That was it was mostly for my mum.
Yeah. Your MX-5, weren't it?
My MX-5, yeah. I basically got that. She got diagnosed with thyroid cancer it must have been 2014.
Yeah.
And then I tried to sell the EP3 before, as quick as I could basically, and it didn't happen.
No.
Got the MX-5 and unfortunately she passed away after I sold the EP3, so I never actually got to take her out on it.
No.
Which was a bit of a shame really.
Yeah.
But that car sort of, I don't think, people who aren't into cars might understand, but I generally think that car helped me grieve.
Yeah, of course. Because it was like an attachment to your mum.
Definitely, it helped me out. And as well, just keeping my mind occupied, doing some modifications and all that kind of stuff. And definitely that car, I mean, I love that car. It just had so much character to it.
Yeah, of course.
So much character
They do.
And then, unfortunately, got rid of that.
Yeah.
Because my missus is a lot taller than me. I think she's about as tall as you are, actually.
Yeah, she's quite tall.
Makes me look like a little midget.
Yeah.
And then she said, you know, get what you want. So a bank loan later.
Yeah.
Here we go.
You saw this instead of DC found, thought, now I'm going old school.
And that was it. And then the rest is history.
I think people don't realise, like you said, especially people that aren't into cars, they're like a therapy.
Definitely.
They're like a release. It's like some people go to the gym.
Yeah.
And I understand that. I used to go to the gym a lot before. I don't really get a chance to go now, but it's like if you've got anything you want to get off your chest or just like have a cool down, your car is like your project and you're getting satisfaction from correcting it. So if something's going wrong in your life, you're making something improvement, something better that makes you feel better.
Hell yeah, definitely.
So I completely understand where you're coming from with that, definitely.
I love this car.
Yeah.
I think I'll always have a Honda.
That's what I feel like now.
I feel like I'll always have I mean, don't get me wrong, I would absolutely love like a Skyline or a Supra or something like that. But I mean,
I think it's the lifestyle that we're bought into now.
Definitely.
It's like we know the people, we know the cars, we know the trends, and it's like I don't want to get rid of that now.
Yeah.
I want to stay in it.
Yeah.
Because the Honda scene gets a lot of stick for the people that are in it, and I think, no offense in America, but it's mainly in America where Honda gets a lot of stick because of the crowd.
There's a lot of newer drivers in America.
A lot of younger drivers.
Put a fart cannon on it.
They rise it up.
Yeah, right.
And like obviously each to their own. You can do what you want with your own car, but there's like an extent you can go where you actually know you're taking the mick yourself with your own car.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You're not doing it because you're loving it. You're doing it because you're just trying to get attention.
Yeah.
But I think over here, people are quite, especially car people, are quite meticulous with their cars. There's a lot of pride involved.
Yeah, I think that comes from the old sort of British race cars and all that kind of thing.
The stubbornness.
Or ponciness.
Yeah. So as well, did you say you've got a double clutch?
I can't be 100% sure.
Not 100%. I
think it's a paddle clutch.
Yeah.
It's very loud, it's very stiff, and it's very sort of... It bites.
Yeah, it bites hard.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't did you say a dual plate? You mean like...
yeah, I think it's paddle dual plate or something like that.
Even if it wasn't, it's got to at least be like a sports clutch.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It is super stiff, it's super... The biting point's very like, it's on or off.
Yeah,
There's no in between with it.
Straight in. Good for high speed changes.
Yeah, definitely.
Like going around town, it can be a bit of a bugger.
Oh, the amount of times I have stalled it.
Yeah, I'm same.
Going around town because the biting point seems to change if the clutch is getting hot.
Yeah, mine's like that. Yeah. Changes distance.
Yeah, it'll be normally sort of when it's a cool clutch and it's just sort of normal running temperature, it's at the top. But when you're in sort of city traffic or town traffic or anything like that, it will just sink to the bottom and it'll just catch you out surprised because it's so on or off.
Yeah.
It'll just be like...
Ooh, bang, wow.
Yeah, and then it stalled it and then the guy in a Ford Fiesta behind you is laughing at you.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to try and get some... get a bit of pull action so we can... I've never been in... Like I said, I've never been in Integra and I've never been in one at full acceleration with the foot down, so I'm eager to see what that feels like. Just because it's old school VTEC compared to like mine being a newer generation, it's quite smooth, my VTEC.
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to be like a little bit more punchy.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Jesus! and then you switch gear, the clutch bit, and it just went. Oh my god. I can't stop smiling. Wow, that's amazing. The sound adds so much effect to it as well. You can't stop laughing.
Your reaction to
and this hand's like
oh dear, brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
wow. There'll be people in America like, yeah, I've been in like 500 horsepower Evos and all that kind of stuff, but that to me were, oh Jesus.
It's not slow, is it?
No.
For what it is.
I remember when we were going on to motorway from Japfest, I saw how much you were pulling away from me on entry ramp, and now I understand why. Oh my god.
It is insane.
I need that in my life.
The best thing as well about Honda,
Yeah.
about Honda engines is that downshift low.
It's the VTEC. It's literally, I've never felt that, because I've only been in my car fast that's been a Honda. The transition into VTEC is like, wow, it's dominant.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's what
straight away.
First thing I noticed, like, when I had the K20 P3, like, it was like, when everybody used to go on how VTEC kicks in, it didn't really kick in, it was more of a surge.
Yeah, mine's like a surge.
Whereas this, it's sort of like,
Punch.
it's in there.
Yeah, yeah.
It hasn't even got an air filter on it, it's just a standard,
It's not.
It's a standard air filter.
Standard intake.
So you can still
Wow. Imagine it with an intake on it.
hear it. The standard intake on it's like that anyway.
Is it big?
It's a big cone filter.
Is it really?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I was shocked when I first looked at it. Absolutely shocked at it.
Like, what's this like? Yeah, it comes with it, pal. Oh,
Yeah.
sound. Did you test drive this before you bought it?
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
bet. And you were like, yes, yes!
It was literally the same reaction. It was literally the same reaction. As soon as the guy put his foot down, I was like, I want it.
Oh, I need it. That's when I was like when I went and bought the FN2, the guy that bought it off had two of them before, and he knew the car like back of his hand. And we went on a country road like this, and he literally nailed it. And I had my hand on like I have on yours, and that were it then instantly. It's like, I need it. And I'm not going home without this. And I'm guessing that's what you were like when you were in this. I want to go now.
I was just like driving you on.
Wow, it's proper like short shifter.
Oh yeah.
That's very good. What's this?
Fair lady.
Oh yes.
So what do you think?
It's good. It's really notchy, which is a good thing, especially like if you try to drive fast.
Left.
Oops. Put window wipers on. Straight away. I forgot that's on the other side. I love the seating position. The visibility is great. You can properly see around wherever you need to go. Everything feels really light. The steering's really light. Like the pedals are nice and they're heavy, but they're not too heavy that they're difficult. They're heavy so that you can actually feel what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's weird because it's like the gear. I feel like the gearing on this, like on the FN2, it's like it's facing you, whereas like the travel on this is like facing down. So when I put it into second, I feel like it's in middle.
Yeah.
And when I put it into first, I feel like it's really far down. So it's like you're proper notching it down.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Give it a little second gear.
A little toot. Get a little toot. Let's get some.
Just watch this corner here.
Oh Jesus! The throttle response is instant. Like if I'm just going to put it straight down now. 3, 2, 1, go. Jesus. With mine.
You might want to put your feet to talk.
Yeah, I can't talk. Oh, fifth, sorry. Mine's got 6 gears. And with mine, it is quite a good throttle response, but it's not as instant as that. It's like a 1/10 of a second off when you put your foot down.
Yeah.
With this, it's so linear. It's literally how much throttle you want is wherever your foot is, wherever you want it. But because of how good and responsive it is, you don't feel under pressure. You don't feel like there's any. You don't feel overwhelmed. It's literally like in a go-kart.
Yeah.
It feels like you're in a go-kart.
Yeah. What do you think to the steering wheel? Because the steering wheel's very small.
It is. I didn't realise how small the steering wheel was actually compared to mine.
I think it's a 370mm, I think.
But this is what I mean by like it feels like a go-kart because the steering wheel's so small. It's like a go-kart with power steering.
Yeah.
That's literally what it feels like. Right guys, I'm going to end the review there. Hope you like this. I would say a little review, but it's probably quite an in-depth one now. With Nathan's DC2. I think he thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Stay tuned if you do want to see any more videos. See, I'm on brakes again. Yeah, definitely subscribe and click that little bell button if you want to see any more. Hopefully there will be more car reviews in the future because I really do enjoy doing them and I do enjoy learning about the cars and the people that drive them. So thanks again for watching, and like I always say, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Can you look at the GoPro?